Hello everyone. So in this video we will learn how to notify your team members on Slack when a new response is created in Google Forms. So imagine this, you have generated a new response called as John in Google Forms. It has John's name, email address, phone number and all those details. Now you want to notify your team members about this lead on Slack. So here you have two choices. Either you can copy all the details of John from Google Forms, compose a message and manually send it on Slack. Now this approach is very repetitive and tiresome. So I would suggest that you bring in some automation so that when a new response is created in Google Forms, it will automatically send a message on Slack. Now here I am sending my Google Forms data to Slack. Now this approach can also work on similar apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate Google Forms and Slack. The best part of using Pabbly Connect is there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen. Okay, so we will start with an example. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mention that this is our Google form and it has been titled data collection for drip emailing. And I'm going to fill in this form as a dummy person. So imagine this, the person that is filling this form is, his name is Johnny. Okay, Johnny it is. And the last name is Matthew. Okay, and this is Johnny's email. johnny123@gmail.com. Okay, so Johnny has filled his email and this is Johnny's phone number 9131323916. Okay, so this is Johnny's phone number. So let me just click on submit. Okay, so a guy called as Johnny Matthew has submitted a form in Google Forms. So let us have a look in Slack. Do we have the data of this guy? Okay, yes, this is the message that is present in Slack. New lead generated, name Johnny Matthew. This is the email johnny123@gmail.com and this is the phone number. Excellent. So basically this is what we want. Anytime a new form submission is made in Google Forms, it will be reflected as a message in Slack. So to begin the actual integration process, first of all, just type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Here, just click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also build your own free account in just 2 minutes. So just scroll down and here you will find Connect. Just click on Access Now. Okay, so at the top right corner, you will find a button, Create Workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as Google Forms to Slack. Google Forms to Slack. And then just click on create. Okay, so when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So here we are going to build a new workflow. So after I have created this workflow, I will attach the link of this workflow in the description box as well. So just in case if you want to access this workflow, you can directly clone into your account by signing up for free. So this is the trigger window, and in the choose app, how about we make it as Google Forms. Google Forms, okay, this one. Okay, so in the trigger event, how about we make it as new response in spreadsheet? New response in a spreadsheet is a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? Trigger is basically an if statement. It asks a question, if the condition is met, what should be done? So if a new response is made in Google Forms, then what action should be taken by the system? Now at present, we only have one trigger event, that is new response in spreadsheet. Now your obvious question is why we have kept the trigger event as new response in spreadsheet. It should be something like new response in Google Forms. So this is because Google Forms sends the response to Google Sheets. So we will be collecting the data from Google Sheets and send it to other apps like ActiveCampaign, Slack, MailChimp using Pabbly Connect. I repeat again, so what we are going to do here is we are going to send the Google Form response to Google Sheet. And from there, we are going to use Pabbly Connect to send it to other apps like MailChimp or Slack. Okay, so let me just take you to Google Forms. You will understand all of it. So this is a Google form that I have made for this particular purpose. So this is the Google form called as registration form, and we have the same fields, the first name, the last name, email, and the phone number. So here we have to make some changes. So I'm just clicking here. Okay, and I'm just going to toggle this to the right. So basically it will ensure that anytime this particular field is filled along with the form submission, it will send the data, because it will act as a trigger to send the data to Google Sheet. So we have set this field as mandatory. So basically after this field has been filled and the form has been submitted, the data will go directly into Google Sheet. Okay, so let's start with the Google Sheet. So I'm taking you to responses. Okay, so here you will find an icon. So this is for Google Sheet. So when I click this, it will create a spreadsheet. So let me do that. Let me just create a spreadsheet. Okay, so here we have two choices: create a new spreadsheet and select existing spreadsheet. So we are going with this one, create a new spreadsheet. So as you can see, it is giving the default name, that is a registration form. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on create. Okay, so a new spreadsheet is being created. Yes, in the new tab the spreadsheet appears. So this is the newly created spreadsheet, registration form, responses, and these are the columns I have: timestamp, first name, last name, email, and the phone number. So basically you already know these fields: the first name, last name, email, and the phone number. This is because these are the same fields that we have in our form. Okay, now coming to the timestamp is basically the time at which the response will be filled. So basically anytime a new response is filled here, the data will arrive here. Okay, so we want to send the data from here to Pabbly Connect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on add-ons. So in the add-ons, you will find a webhook add-on called as Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So in your case, since you are starting new, Pabbly Connect Webhooks will not be installed yet. So what you have to do is you have to just click on Get Add-ons. Click this. Okay, so when you click on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace opens in front of you. So in the search, how about you just type Pabbly Connect Webhooks, this one. Okay, so as you can see, in my case, Pabbly Connect Webhook is already installed. All you have to do is just click on this button and Pabbly Connect Webhooks will be installed in your spreadsheet also. Now, after installing this particular webhooks, particular add-on, do not forget to refresh your system. I mean, when you have installed this particular add-on, do not forget to refresh your Google Sheet. So let me just cross this, okay, and let me just go back to add-ons. Now before we go back to add-ons, let me tell you something. This is the last data entry column. As you can see, the phone number is the last data entry column. Now basically when this particular when this particular column is filled, the data will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So E is our last data entry column. So let me just go back to add-ons. Click on Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here you will find the option called as Initial Setup. Click this. Okay, so this is the window of initial setup. So here we have two blanks to fill, the webhook URL as well as the trigger column. So we will start with the trigger column. The trigger column is always the last data entry column. As I mentioned before, the last data entry column is column E, because the last data entry column, as you may remember, is a phone number. It was the last data entry column. So the last data entry column is column E. So I have mentioned it as column E. Now coming to this part called as the webhook URL. So to get the webhook URL, let's go to Pabbly Connect. And let me just copy this. This is the webhook URL you want. Copy this and simply paste it here. Okay, so we have entered the webhook URL. So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click on submit. Okay, so we have submitted it, and let me just again go back to add-ons. Okay, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and just click on send on event. Okay, so we are finished. So basically anytime the data will be entered in column E, it will be sending the message to Pabbly Connect. So what I'm going to do here is at this point we have integrated this particular Google Sheet to Pabbly Connect. So basically we have integrated this form to Pabbly Connect. So to ensure that Pabbly Connect receives the data whenever a registration or a submission is made in Google form, let me go to Pabbly Connect and let me just click on this button, capture webhook response. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to this form, okay, going to preview. So this is the form preview. I'm going to copy this, open incognito mode, paste this URL and make some form entries. So imagine this, the name of the guy is Tyson, okay, and the last name is Jerry, Tyson Jerry, and this is his email, Tyson Jerry123@gmail.com. Okay, and this is Tyson Jerry's phone number, 91234, something random numbers. Okay, so let me just click on submit. Okay, so a form submission has been made by a guy called as Tyson Jerry. So let's have a look. At first, did we have this data in Google Sheet? Okay, yes, we do have the data in Google Sheet. So this is the name, first name, that is Tyson. This is the last name, that is Jerry. This is the email, and of course this is the phone number. Now let us have a look whether Pabbly Connect has captured this data, since it is integrated with this particular Google Sheet. So let's have a look. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. Give it 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, so as you can see, we have the data. The first name is Tyson, the last name is Jerry, the email is tysonjerry123@gmail.com, and of course this is the phone number. So basically we want to notify our team members on Slack. Now to do that, let me just click on this plus button. Okay, so when we click on this plus button, another window opens up. This is called as the action window. So in the choose app, how about we make it as Slack? Okay, Slack it is. Now in the action event, how about we make it as send channel message without image? So send channel message without an image is an action event. There are many more action events like send channel message with image, create channel, invite users to channel, and so on. All of them are bunch of action events. Now just like the triggers, if you have trouble finding the action events according to your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to send a channel message on Slack. So just click on connect with Slack. So in the new credentials, just again click on connect with Slack. Okay, so it is showing that Pabbly Connect wants access. Now before you click on allow, let me tell you something. Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. Okay, so on the basis of that trust, just press allow. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Just press OK. So when you press OK, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of these blanks is very simple. We are going to compose a message in Slack from the data we have received from Google Forms via Pabbly Connect. So as you can see, we have a field called as channel, and in the channel it is showing all the channels that is present in my Slack account. So let us explore that. So this is my Slack account, and these are all the channels that is present in my Slack account. Okay, so all the channels that is present here is being simply reflected here. Okay, so these are all the channels. Now how about we do some experiment? So how about I create a new channel? So let me just create a new channel. Okay, and the name of the channel is Google Forms data. Okay, and let me just click on create, and I'm going to add 3 people to this channel. So let me just click on done. Okay, so 3 members have been added to this particular channel. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to refresh this. So when I click on refresh, I can expect to find this newly created channel in the drop down. So let me just click on refresh. Okay, so let's explore now. Okay, so we do have oh, I'm sorry, this is not the channel. So let's just search, because there are many channels. So this is the channel Google Forms data, and we have selected it. So the plan is we will be sending the leads, the information about this responses and leads on this particular channel. So in the message type, let's make it as keep it as plain text. Now how about we compose a message? So we are going to compose a simple message, new lead generated, and I want to input the data regarding that lead in the next line. So that is why I'm going to use /n. So basically it will create a new line, and /n name. Okay, and here in the name we are just going to map in the name. So we will find all the data from this accordion, that is trigger. So this is the name, and we have mapped it. This is the first name, we have mapped it, and this is the last name. Okay, that has been mapped. Now we are planning to input the email in the next line. So again /n, okay, email, and this is the email. Okay, so this is the email, and we are going to map the email, and we have mapped it. Now in the phone number, again we are going to use /n. Okay, so to create a new line, and this is the phone number. Okay, and let me just enter the phone number. Okay, so we have mapped it. So newly generated name is Tyson Jerry. This is the email, and this is of course the phone number. Now coming to this part called as the bot name. So my name is Michael. Okay, so we will be sending the message in my name, Michael. Now with regards to the bot icon, I'm not going to enter anything. So let me just click on save and send test request to send the message. So let me do that. Let me just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the message has been sent to Slack. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is the message, new lead generated. The name is Tyson Jerry. This is the email, tysonjerry123@gmail.com, and this is the phone number. Excellent. So our integration is working absolutely fine. This means we have successfully integrated Google Forms and Slack with help of Pabbly Connect. So before we end this video, let me just explain you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to minimize this action window, and I'm going to minimize this trigger window. So basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated Google Forms to Pabbly Connect, and then you have integrated Pabbly Connect to Slack. So now there is a perfect flow of data between Google Forms and Slack. Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.